Chew! That probably wasn't nearly as funny as I found it. Hello everyone and welcome one and all to Dauntless, which is effectively Monster Hunter with a few distinct differences, but that is no bad thing, because Monster Hunter is a glorious game, one of my favourite game series of all time. It fills you with just this feeling of awe as you struggle against the elements and almighty behemoths. You learn them down to their very core, you get to know them better than you know yourself, and then you bring them down in a fury of blood, sweat, skill, and tears, and you feel eclectic. So anything that attempts to recreate that feeling, I'm all down for. Hi to you too, sir. Thanks. Come again. So, Patron Game of the Week it is, and it's been one that's been requested a load of times, but until now in the alpha I've not been able to play it. Every week the patron suggests games and games, vote on all the winners, and I have to play, well, the winner. If you want to support that and the future of my channel, the way to do it is in the description. So, one distinct difference is this game definitely wants to go more, I kind of want to say MMO in its approach. Always online, you're seeing other people whether you want to or not, and we're kind of in our hub area. Who are you?
What do you want?
Okay, alright, fine. I won't speak to you then. Oh, so solo hunt? No hunts available? But this is a game about hunting! Oh, he has a quest. Ah, yes, what are you going to do? Good hunt. You'll be a slayer soon enough, and now you better check in with Cat. I literally was just speaking to Cat. Slayer pack. Open! What'd I do? Okay. Healing pylon. Healing potion. A bit of legendary Dauntless, a revive talisman, team revive, heal over time. Alright, yeah! I know there's going to be a cash shop, because this is of course free to play, but it's supposedly only cosmetics. Everything else is earned through game, which of course I very, very much approve of. I really like this hub area. This is definitely more towny than any. I want to upgrade my weapons. I want to make them great. I just can't wait to eviscerate the monsters and decide their fate. But I don't know where to go. Oh, this really blows. I just want the blacksmith, but I keep him crafting. Alright, look, we found it. Easy. Easy. So I can upgrade. I don't hardly have anything going, and there doesn't seem to be anything in the way of quests. Aha! I found the blacksmith, just as I did wish. Here we go. I'm just in a rhymey mood, you know, and I think that's the important thing. Alright. A pleasure to see you, but I cannot say about those poor, battered weapons. Wow. Look, he's like, I cannot even look at you right now. Your weapons are so ugly. I'm so angry. I can't look at you. That's awesome. Hey, Hunter Rogue Hasher. There we go. I will do that. Beginner solo hunt. Oh yeah. So the Rogue Nasher is the first thing that don't mind me. Oh, there we go. I mean, this is an alpha. This is, of course, an alpha, so everything's going to be a little bit under-polished, things aren't going to be finished, and all of that jazz. But I do love that they are making it more MMO-y, community-focused than other things, and also the floating islands where you actually fight the creatures, and the landmass, and the sky, and even just having airships like this. It's a nice world that they have painted for Dauntless, and it very much does feel, well, alive, which is kind of good. Although saying that, the actual environment and stuff is really pretty, and yeah, this looks like a proper living forest. My only issue, and again, it's really hard to not make Monster Hunter comparisons, it really is, but in Monster Hunter the environment feels a lot more breathing, because this looks like a forest, but it's missing movement. It's missing non-hunt target creatures. It's missing a certain, well, I don't know, pulse to it. That's the best way to say it. You know, it feels like someone's made this out of Play-Doh, right? And it's not exactly quite right. So even this, look, seeing this random deer over here, but just not having little buzzing of bugs, and I don't know, it could definitely just be because of the art style, and I don't know why I've gone into full review mode or anything, but it could just be that the art style doesn't lend itself to a kind of more breathing environment, because look, I mean, it's nitpicky, it really is, because at the end of the day, it does, did it just get back up? Yeah, I thought so. Because at the end of the day, it still does look really pretty, and I like this art style a lot. I am a big fan of it, and there is stuff to gather in the environment, which is cool. There's no carving up kills for their pieces, which is kind of sad, but again, I really need to not look at this in the frame of Monster Hunter. Let's so see if we can track down our target, a Nasir. What I will say is the controls are absolutely gorgeous. They are responsive, they are smooth, they feel good to use, and that is so important. Where the combat is where the focus is, the interdance between you and the monster in this duel of death where one wrong move spells defeat for either of you, you have to have the controls feeling good, and indeed they do. So here we have our Nasir, and the cool thing about the monsters in this game, from what I've seen so far, is they seem to be very much combo monsters. Like you take a porcupine, an armadillo, a beaver, and a lion, and look, now we have a Nasir. So, let's get involved in this then. He's probably going to jump and go on his back. Yep, there we go. So, initially, the best thing about this is actually learning the tells of the monster. You get a feeling for how each little move that they make tells you what they are going to do next. You start to come to understand them as creatures. You become almost intimate with them. And, for example, I will start to learn that little head shake backwards means that he's going to slap, like I've learnt what the jump on the back spikes ends up meaning. There we go, managed to dodge it that time, and then we've got another one coming in, absolutely fantastic. And these games, and this one especially, because it's done very well, every time you press spacebar and actually dodge something, even if it was in plenty of time, it feels gorgeous. And hey, we can indeed take off the tail. That is fantastic. So, gathering from that vent seems to heal me, which is cool. Did he just do like a fiery explosion? That's awesome. The only thing I'm not getting for this is a sense of, I almost want to say epicness, but then again, it is a starter monster, and it's moving slow, and it's ridiculously easy, and not doing that much damage, but it does look cool. I will say the monsters in this are very nice. I love the effects that they used on them, all the smoky particle effects. I think they're gorgeous, and I love the actual animation and model work. It very much feels like a proper creature, and definitely has natural alive movements to it. In fact, I think this thing flows from movement to movement actually better than Monster Hunter monsters do, because sometimes they like to jerk around and teleport-ish between attacks, whereas this very much feels like an actual creature in terms of it flowing from one animation to the next. And then again, I'm not seeing many ticks like of a normal animal. It very much seems like it's just choosing attack after attack. I mean, this right here where it recoils back and recovers, that's really good. Oh, in fact, it's dead. But I kind of like to see more ticks, like, oh, I'm hurt, I'm scared, maybe I'm gonna run, maybe, you know, I'm just gonna shake my head and try and get off this stage. I mean, it had a bit of that, but I don't know. I will say the actual, I love that you could still do this. The act of fighting that, the dodging, the swinging, it felt really smooth, and it's a lot of fun. It really is. I'm really happy with how the combat feels, and I cannot judge it until I have ultimately fought something that is considered a difficult monster. And apparently it took 4 hours and a half to do this. Oh no, that's 4 minutes, 55 seconds. I was gonna say, I know time flies when you're having fun, but that's a little bit ridiculous there. So, yeah, I like that. and you get some rewards for actually beating it, which is neat. Oh, and then the Aether Core, that's what I can go open in the town. That's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, inherently, I think it is a lot of fun. Just the Jewel of Death, the delicate ballet as you learn the monster's ticks, rhythms, become one with it, become close to this beast as you pour your everything into defeating it in time and before you are brought down. I can definitely feel that starting beneath the surface in this game, despite the easiness of the monster, and that's really, really cool. Okay, we've got one more quest available. I am hoping I can fight something a little bit different. Oh, look at it! I'm excited. Let's do this thing. There's another Nasir there, but we very much don't care about that. Time to do a Shrike. Very much owl, birdie, talony hybrid from this is really weird when it's finding you on. You just get rooted to the spot and start swiveling round. So here we are then. Just arrived on the mission after the world's longest loading screens. Seems like it is closer towards nighttime. I wonder how that affects things. We've got the watery stuff going on. Doesn't really seem to change much. I wonder what happens if we go in the waterfall and have ourselves a lovely, sexy shower. Are you ready? Oh, yeah. Look at me. Look at me go. Does it? Actually, that's really terrifying. Look at his face in this light and the water. It looks like a skull that's got a really bad skin facade over it. Oh my god. He is about to haunt your dreams at night, and there is nary a thing you could do about it. That's not what I expected when I went over there. Okay. Alright, what have we got here? Ooh, a bit of just lava. Aether Flux and a Dionite Catalyst. So I'm assuming we just gather lots of general stuff and use it to forge better gear and weapons, you know. That seems to be the standard way of doing things. Where is the Shrike? I wish to bring it down in the name of, I guess me. I'm doing this for me, you know, my own personal growth as a slayer in this world. So, obviously, there is a limited, I think, maybe random map. I don't think each monster has its own specific map. I think the island is kind of generated when you get in, but I don't actually know. It would make sense, right? Otherwise, you're going to start to just learn the layouts, and instead, there is just a very limited area where you can fight, as dictated by the island. I'm assuming you can just fall off to your death, which would be quite funny if a monster knocked you off. Alright then, here we go. We have ourselves a Shrike. Alright, that was better. That was better. That needed some proper reaction time there. So it seems that this does have certain command of wind, which is very cool. Its scream is piercing, and its eyes are even more murderous than my waterfall ones. I can't move. Okay, there we go. There we go. I feel like maybe that was supposed to be a knockdown or a stun, and there was no animation. Okay, I'm excited. This thing is very much feeling a lot more deadly than the other one. Okay. Yeah, you just keep doing that. That's absolutely fine by me. So let's do some of our combos. Yeah, there we go. Because if you have a look, each weapon does have certain combos that go with it, which is a really nice style of fighting. There we go, and then slap down. Cool. Getting a lot of damage into its side, basically just ignoring what it's doing because, you know, I don't give a crap. Alright, it seems like you can very much get behind this guy. Oh, look at the huge gash in its side that we've made. I am a very, very big fan of this. We're going to drink a health potion, looking good. Because the thing about games like this is every single monster that you fight is effectively like fighting just a boss, right? It's just a chain of boss battles that you keep fighting and mastering, getting stuff from, getting better gear from. Oh, I really thought it would come at me again in like a double one. But we've got a nice bit of damage into its face there. It's just looking at me while I slash it in the face. This is great. So obviously there is a stamina system, but you do seem to have plenty of it. And rolling is very forgiving, so you can definitely use it as much as you want. Careful. Alright, only got 25 more minutes. Oh, it did actually seem to lick its wounds a little bit there, and it is panting out of breath. That's the stuff that I like to see. Get shanked in the face!
Okay, I don't know why I decided to be like Mickey Mouse there when I had a giant bird creature coming at me. Sometimes it's easier when you're scared just to pretend that you're a bull or mouse.
Okay, it's all good. It does seem to be feeling a little bit more sluggish. Did I break something off it there? I can only hope so. Alright, it's trying to escape a little bit. Get its wind blade on, which is very, very nice. I still think it's very slow. You know, everything that this monster's doing is very reactable to. And obviously you do want it to be reactable to, but it doesn't feel crazy punishing. It is running away from me, though. Where it's planning on leaving to when we're trapped on this island is a question in of itself. Imagine if it could just fly to another island and then you straight weren't allowed to finish it. That would suck. I'm so happy that it's ran away. Oh, yeah, the more I play this, the more I am loving it. There is nothing finer than thrusting your blade deep inside an owl creature. Oh, it is great. Plunging it in and out until it finally falls in sweet ecstasy. Oh, it's amazing. Every bit of blood that you draw is what you need. Drink in the glory. Yes. Oh, I still think there is a slight element of heart pounding. Oh my god, it's going to kill me. Oh, a slight wrong move and I'm dead. Epic. That I get in Monster Hunter, but it is so much better than I expected, and that is fantastic. I can see me playing this a lot. Come back, you little bitch. You think you can run from me? For some reason, you have to die. How dare you terrorize this uninhabited island that's basically a micro-nature's paradise? How dare you? Oh, this area is lovely. All the stripped trees, the pink blossoms on the ground. Ah, I'm a fan. The more I see, the more I like. How dare you terrorize these blossoms, you evil hellspawn. Why am I hunting this? Like, in this game, the lore is the monsters are getting too much and they need culling because bad things are happening, but it doesn't really seem too much like that. Alright, I very much let myself get hit there. I was like, how bad could it be? He's probably nearly dead. I can just slash away. 1, 2, 3, and then we start getting some heavier attacks on, but he's very far away. Ooh, I wonder if there is an enrage mechanic when you get them low or you hurt them too much, if they start to get a little bit faster, hit a little bit harder, because they're always intense moments. Careful. I would like to see more wind-based stuff. Like, the blade is fantastic, but something larger scale would be really cool. Okay, like if when it went up in the air, it fired like an air ball at you. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I love. Are you dead, little Shrike? Oh, you are dead. Goodbye. We did it. Island cleared. So I can assume you could have multiple monster islands just going mental on its corpse. I love the damage of you actually applying physical wounds. That's always awesome. And I, of course, am the top damage dealer, because I am amazing at this game, clearly. Alright, guys, that is your Patron Game of the Week. That is Dauntless, and it's good. It is good. I would say if you've never played Monster Hunter, you're going to adore this, and if you have, you're going to appreciate it. That's the TLDR that I can put across here. So, yeah, my name has been Rage. Like if you enjoyed this, subscribe for more, and I will see you next time. Oh, good boy. You've been watching.